Hey, it's Trey with Bell Real Estate Group, and I want to talk about Forsyth County today. You may have watched some of our past videos where we talk about really 5 primary counties that we serve, and we serve more than that, but these are the heart and soul of what we do. And so I just want to update people for the counties that they may live in or be interested in. This week, we're going to talk about Forsyth County and what's going on in Forsyth County. So for a while now, Forsyth County has been one of the fastest growing counties in the whole state. It has to do with, there's some really nice areas over there like Milton, Cummings coming online. Dawsonville is one of the fastest growing cities in the state. A lot of people moving up 400 from the metro area to Forsyth County. And so the other thing that a lot of people are moving there for is the schools. The actual school scores are off the charts in Forsyth County. And so a lot of people move there just for the public schools that are ranked so high in education. So it's a very coveted area, and we'll see that in some of the slides here today. And then we'll also see that it's also following some of the other macro trends, if you want to say that, with the counties that I've talked about in the past. So let's jump right in here to March. New listings were actually up 12% in March of 2026 over 2025. And 2025 was up almost 30%, 33%. So since 2024, you're looking at roughly 45% increase in how many listings are on the market. And again, that is a good thing. What it's doing is that it's unlocking buyers as far as just more options. It's also letting people that want to sell then buy, either downsize, upsize, or just move. It's helping them too because there's more options for them to go to. For years, people said, Trey, I'd love to sell, but I don't know where I'd go. There's nothing on the market. And so as inventory builds a little bit, it's good for a lot of reasons and it solves a lot of problems. So we're seeing this trend across all the other counties in the metro area pretty much. Months of supply of homes. Again, you'll see that we're up 26% over last year, and it was up 100% the year before. So 127% roughly over the last 2 years. And the big thing to focus on here is the amount of months. So anything 5 months or below is considered a seller's market. And what that means is that sellers typically have a little more negotiating power. Homes are appreciating at maybe a little higher rate than average, but there's fewer homes on the market than there's fewer homes on the market than there are buyers shopping. So we're at 4. When we get between 5 and 6, that's a balanced market. And that's still a very healthy market too, where we typically see some appreciation. So for 4 months of inventory, I think is a good thing. Still in a seller's market, we're seeing that climb. And I think we'll still see homes either hold strong as far as their value or appreciate a little bit this year, like the expectations are nationally. The average days on market, as you can see, the biggest jump was 24 to 25, but we're just up slightly over last year with average days on market 47. We're seeing 45 to 50 in just about every market. I looked at median, it was a little bit less than this, but so if you list your home and you price it correctly and it's a good home in a great condition right now, you can expect somewhere between 35 and 50 days probably to sell the home, and then most escrow periods last for 25 to 35 days too. So within 2 months or 2.5 months, you could be moving. This number is pretty common what we're seeing across the board, and this is actually what normal we were seeing before COVID and all the craziness that happened during those couple years. Average sales price, again, this just kind of backs up what I was saying, that it's up slightly over last year. It was actually down in 2025 March from the year before. But I think what we're seeing across the board is that home values are pretty much just staying flat. If anything, it's a 1% increase, like this year over year for the average is less than 1%. And again, we're seeing that in most marketplaces in the North Metro area, which is where we primarily service. Now you may get into pockets in the city where homes prices are moving up 3-4%. You know, I know that there's places in like Central Florida where homes are actually dropping in price. The important thing for people to realize is that real estate is local. And so when you're searching for a home or you want to list your home, finding a local person, a local expert that knows about the market, that knows about the schools, that knows about those things, that's so important because this is a local business. It's your neighborhood is maybe different than a neighborhood in the same county, a mile away. So you want someone that knows those things. So appreciation up 1%. Homes for sale. You can see a big jump in home for sale, almost 30% more homes for sale in March than there was in March of last year. Again, inventory rose to 4 months. You saw that. that from 3. So this is just a statistic. There's 1,100 homes. If you're looking for homes in Forsyth County, I think that is a good thing. More homes, again, means more options. More people are engaged. More people are going to move when there's more available inventory. So this is a good thing too. Pending sales were down a little bit in March, and I guess we'll wait till we get through April to kind of see. I think a lot of this is due to the conflict that's going on in the Middle East, and because really when things are uncertain, people slow down in their pursuit of selling or buying a home. So if someone was getting ready to put their home on the market in the end of March, all this stuff happened, they may say, hey, let's just wait till see what happens with this. Same thing purchasing, right? As commodities go up, the mortgage rates have gone up a little bit too. Today, they're moving back down, but there's just some uncertainty with what's going on in Iran and with our government. And so I think that's why we saw the pullback in pending sales in March, and we'll see what happens in April. But everything I'm reading, everything I'm listening to is saying that any blip in the radar in the real estate market with whatever's going on will be temporary, and at some point when oil prices go back down and that conflict goes away, people will have more confidence as it relates to purchasing. And then the last one is March closed sales, and you can just see that in March we were actually up 3% of the amount of homes that sold in Forsyth County over the year before. We actually tied what happened in 2024, and so when I look at these stats, I really like to look quarterly to see if there's a change quarterly. But I think if we can just say that the market in Forsyth County is pretty much stabilized, what we're seeing now, we're probably going to see an increase in April, May, June, July, and then as we get into the third and fourth quarter, home sales typically begin to taper off like they would in the first quarter, right? So if you think of a bell chart, there's more homes that sell in the second and third quarter than sell in the first and fourth typically, just because people are out of school. That's when they want to move, the grass is green, the weather's warm, like all the reasons. And so I think Forsyth County, from what I've seen, home values are just gonna stay the same. There's gonna be plenty of demand there. People are moving there. Home values are really strong. And I think overall it's a great county to live in if you're considering that. We actually have a neighborhood coming up in the city of Cumming. So Cumming has a city center, and we've got the feature neighborhood that we're listing right beside Cumming City Center. It's actually luxury townhomes. There's 25 detached homes. It's going to be a really nice area. You can walk over to the city center. So if you're looking in Forsyth, I encourage you to look at that development. If there's anything we can do to help you with your home, or if you got a question about pricing, or maybe what should I do to my house to get the most for it, we love to come out and look at people's houses, even if they're not decided if they're going to list or not. That's our job. We want to provide a good service, and we want to help people in our community. So if we can do anything for you, reach out and be sure to like and subscribe.